let's see what these skids are going crazy over today. Report streptococcus, okay. 93-year-old woman, all right. New violent storms are expected across France this Sunday, particularly from, okay. A magnitude 5.5 earthquake struck the city of Yibin in the early hours of Monday, leaving more than 100 injured in the province of Sichuan in southwestern China, okay. It's over here. I should put it over here. Okay. Putin acknowledges fuel shortages due to Ukrainian attacks. Okay, don't care. Wildfire. Another wildfire. Fire started this afternoon near Lyle, Washington, in the gorge, and has grown to at least 450 acres, according to estimates. There are level 2 and 3 evacuation orders in place, according to Clickety-Clack. Small plane crashes in northeastern France, killing 11 people. Okay. About local heavy rain and okay, we don't care. You will not don't care. Weather chart comparison. July 8th, 2026. Okay, wait, what? July 8th. It's not even. And then August 16th, 19. Okay. Bro, what the fuck is this schizo on about? Okay. Yeah, the volcano erupted. Okay, big deal. How the heck does something like I don't know. Now that everyone is talking about the historic heat wave because it's affecting the wealthy countries of Northern Europe, what if we connect the dots? The Earth's most powerful anomaly, Enso El Nino, is destabilizing and intensifying toward heat. Okay, I don't see like a map. Wait a minute. Hold on. Does this that injury kind of look, that scar kind of like the head, the top, doesn't that kind of look like that? Looks like a pattern, doesn't it? That map. I don't know. Let me save that. Okay. Was that Yoshi? It looks like Yoshi. A heat wave sweeping across the European continent reaches up to 45 degrees Celsius. That's pretty hot. That's like 120 degrees. Okay. Why is there no word from MERS government on air conditioning for date? Oh wait. Oh shit. No, go back. Okay. Gold Mountain Fire. Oh, there's another fire north of Array, Colorado. 3D overview of the terrain. Satellite hotspots are available on Fire Map. That's weird to have that. Extra dimensional countermeasures for aging. Oh, that's actually funny. That's actually really funny. They're saying that this is a way to prevent aging is just kill people. That puts laughing smileys like it's funny. Lunar and what? Okay, anyways. A heart project. In the United States, a time-lapse video filmed from an airplane shows a blatant demonstration of the HARP program in action. Metallic particles sprayed by airplanes into the atmosphere, then manipulated by radio frequencies, oh my god, to alter weather conditions. These operations are visible to the naked eye and constitute concrete proof of sky manipulation. In France and Western Europe, particularly, violent storms, accompanied by intense lightning, are striking the region for the third consecutive night. Observers note that these extreme phenomena were not present before and appear to have started multiplying after the beginning of metallic particle spraying in the atmosphere. Our friend B. Gates is a psycho. Directly links these events to the aerial operations mentioned in the... Okay, well, first of all, even if they were putting metal particulates in the air, right, or whatever, they're spraying metal being sprayed in the air is not going to somehow magically create weather or manipulate the weather. That's not how weather works. Weather works with on like a bunch of different variables, and metal particulates are not one of them. Like metal particulates do not affect weather at all. If anything, it would destabilize weather because it would put coherent cloud structures, and if anything, it would destabilize and not make it rain. But they already do hydro seeding, cloud seeding. So why the fuck would they do cloud seeding and make it rain to then put metal particulates in the air to make it stop raining? That doesn't make any sense. But metal particulates in the air, they might ionize the air, they might electrify the air, but that's not going to cause a storm. If anything, that's going to destabilize the storm. It's like a countermeasure to a storm. These people don't even fucking know science. It would give the storm a coherent medium to attach to, and then it would not manifest as a storm. So they're stupid. It's 22 degrees outside. Apparently, my bedroom is 29. Okay, so 22, that's 11 plus 11, and then 29 is 2 plus 9 is 11. So they're lying. He's making that up. In a more just world, we would have already arrested all the billionaire fossil fuel lobbyists for crimes against humanity. Yeah, because the fossil fuels is what's causing to say that fossil fuels are causing any type of climate change at all. In a sane world where there would be international arrest warrants naming every oil, gas, and coal billionaire for climate crimes. Okay, again, these people are retarded. I'm streaming, and I'm just going over my Twitter feed because it's absolutely bonkers. People are fucking nuts, dude, on X. They're going crazy. Okay, it's Sunday. Here's your space weather report for the week of June 19th to the 25th. 4 M-class flares, 0 C-class, 42 coronal mass ejections. I had 42 coronal mass ejections today too. I mean, what? This video, so they had 4 M-class. Because my name is Morzignus, so M. And, and 4 is the Watcher from the Book of Enoch. And so it's interesting that, okay. You can't count Bashir out because he could be a sleeper that arrives without any forecast. Well, if he was a sleeper and you're calling him out, then he's not a very good one. Fucking dumbass. You can't count Bashir out because he could be a sleeper. Well, then he just failed because you just literally called him out for being a sleeper, and a sleeper agent is only good if they're not caught out. So like, wrong, bad, get rid of him. Convergence of planetary and lunar geometry at full moon, a stronger tremor, possibly some clay. What in the fuck is he talking about, dude? Thank you for the admission that confirms the power of the French people has been confiscated. Okay, cool, don't care. When I see how long it takes to bring the apartment's temperature back down, and as soon as you close the window it shoots right up, I realize just how much the walls absorb the heat that's built up for long periods of time. What? No, but if the walls were absorbing the heat, then the temperature wouldn't shoot right back up. Because if you have the window down, or if you have the window open, and it cools down the apartment, okay, so the apartment would be cooled down, and then you close the window, and the temperature shoots back up, then clearly the walls are not absorbing the heat, or else it would not shoot back up. Because in order for the apartment to cool down with the window open, the walls would then have to be cooled down. And then as soon as you close the window, if it shoots right back up, that means that the walls are not absorbing the heat and that it's staying inside the room and not being absorbed into the walls. These people are absolutely brain dead, dude. Holy shit. France is beginning to encounter dead citizens in their homes. What the fuck are they doing going in their homes for? That's kind of weird. Stay out and you wouldn't know they're dead. Like, what the fuck? After the heat wave hail, what? After the heat wave hail, I don't know what we're going to eat this summer, but we're going to pay through hail during a heat wave. What? How? What? I've taken a closer look at the models and selected the whatever, whatever, and whatever. They use a total of 80 calculations. Model only is likely an outlier, of course. Models show a stable, consistent signal. That is absolute brain dead. That's not even logic. The most illogical fucking thing I've ever heard. How to take 80 calculations? What the fuck? Bro, there are people who have lost loved ones to the heat wave. Taking a shit. I mean, you know, what do you want, dude? You know what I'm saying? Hey, Elvis died taking a shit, dude. Okay? So, there's worse ways to die. There's worse ways to die than a heat wave, dude. Okay? Try dying while you're taking a shit. Okay? Try dying on the toilet, bro. In fact, my wife died when she was on the toilet, okay? My wife just fell over dead off the toilet. So, you know, there are worse ways to die than a fucking heat wave. Jesus Christ. Like, you people are ridiculous, man. Oh, no, people die. Yeah, dude, people die every day. People die all the fucking time. It's just part of life. You cannot say you've lived unless you die. And then, even then, you can't say you lived until you've lived. So, you know, you can exist and then die. But just because you exist does not mean you live. So that's fucking retarded. The silent threat that travels from the forest to the cities. Your brain, your retarded fucking hallucinatory brain, your fucking schizo brain. In the coming days, warmer than normal air. What do you mean warmer than normal? We've never been in this time period. How can you say what is normal? We're literally never been there. This is the first time we're venturing into this timeline. In this time, like, how can you say it's warmer than normal? What the fuck is normal? You've never been there before. How do you know what normal is for that specific time of the year? What, because you have been there last year? That's not this year. That's not now. Motherfuckers, you dumbasses. What worries me is the overwhelming majority of the population that accepts in a more or less articulate way that we're changing the climate for the worse, but prefers not to worry too much, trusting that in some divine way this is going to change. Well, yeah, I mean, I thought everybody believed in God. I thought everybody believed in God. Germans and English folks are absolutely terrified by a few days in summer hitting 40 degrees Celsius in their own country, and then they don't get scared at all by the 40 in Mallorca or Benidorm when they come for 10 days of vacation, and you know it. That's true. When they're on vacation, they definitely like that summer, you know, they like the hot days, dude. You know it, dude. That's true. But we'll go with that. Hey, let me go with that. Let me go with that like that real quick. Train climate defective at 40. Everyone out in. Okay, I'm not even trying to read that. June 2026 surpasses June 2003. Well, yeah, I mean, 2003, so, and becomes the hottest June observed in France since at least 1930. Well, what about before that? I mean, that's not that far. I mean, that's not very many data points, you know. That's not very many data points, dude. What about like the 1,000 years? What about the 1,000 years before that? What about every day for 1,000 years before this? What about those days? Let's count those days that weren't tracked. How about that? How about we track the stuff that wasn't tracked? How about we count that in the mix, huh? Are they trying to convince me that a bridge isn't built to withstand temperatures of over 35 degrees Celsius? Yes, they are trying. Today in the Netherlands, they have to splash water on steel bridges to cool them down and avoid damage from the extreme heat. Yeah, that's crazy. denying the catastrophic effects of the climate crisis is the last psychic bulwark in defense of capitalism. Because it's clear that to save ourselves, we would have to abandon the economic system that caused this mess. Suspicion of a funnel cloud or even a tornado near Tricot, as shown in the photo from our internet user Ludo Nature at whatever. In any case, one can see a very low base in the distance. A gust, okay.